Well, you know all the words and you sang all the notes, but you never quite learned the song she sang. I can tell by the sadness in your eyes that you never quite learned the song. So if you're a Globe believer, I can't understand why you are still. But you know probably a little bit about it, but you don't know the full heliocentric model. Because if you did, you'd think, how can that possibly be true, be real? It ain't. I know you probably think, well, there'll be people who do know it all, and well, possibly, but they're deluded fools. And the norm, if I can use that word, is, which I just have, is kind of, you think you're on a spinning ball, but mm, mm, but you don't know anything about the great attractor and all the different movement that it's, all the different ways it's moving, all the motions of the spinning ball. It's not just spinning, it's going around the sun. The sun is going around the spiral arm of the galaxy, and the galaxy is not only uh, affected by the Big Bang, it's actually apparently um, rotating around the great attractor, or maybe just being attracted to the great attractor, which is the great attractor, by the way. Just look it up. It's a planet, apparently, or I think it's a mass of some type, of just well, the whole thing's unbelievable, but it's so incredibly large, massive is the word used correctly there, I think. It is um, preposterous, ridiculous, just moronic, stupid, infantile bullshit. So don't die in ignorance. I know there was a big campaign in the 80s, I think it was, mid-80s, don't die of ignorance, meaning don't die of AIDS, which I don't know anything about AIDS, but people say that it was um, a designed virus to kill, well, let's just say that the less, as the man thinks, the less necessary people in our society. And that's where it was introduced into those pockets. And it's, anyway, I'm not talking about AIDS because I don't know enough about it. Um, Frank Zappa's Thing Fish. If you get a chance to really take it in, you've got to listen to it a couple of times, and it can be quite a difficult listen at times. But I, I think he explains it quite well. Certainly the victims, but anyway, yes. The heliocentric model, and that's um, an oxymoron because there is no model. It's just a theory. They cannot model the heliocentric bullshit. They can't scale it down. It cannot be done. And it's excuses, excuses. No, I don't want to hear your bullshit excuses. I want to see a working miniature of the solar system, please. But no, you can't do it, can you? No, not on strings, with gravity, mass attracting mass, and the uh, bending of space time. So both types of gravity in there. Fucking hell! Please, just do it for me, then I'll maybe consider that it could be correct. Maybe. But I know you can't, so you're on a loser there. Just the fact that we can see for miles, and we shouldn't be able to. And there are globe earthers who say, well, you could see for miles and miles and miles, right to New York, the Statue of Liberty, from the west coast of Ireland. So they don't know anything about perspective, they don't know anything about compression, angular resolution, and our eyes, which is, the very basic knowledge of how we get information. Our eyes. What shape are them? The discs? Are they flat saucers? No, I think they're globes, aren't they? Anyway, I think they're spheres. Aye. So, I'm afraid Cousin Mungo insisted that he came back. He's on this kind of power trip. I think just being online has affected him. Seeing himself on a screen has affected him somehow. And he thinks he's a superstar or something like that. And anyway, I'll let him explain. But I'd love to. Well, I have many times. Took him to task on his beliefs, and he just. I may as well be talking to a pile of bricks, because he just does not take it in. He knows, supposedly, he knows. He's worked it all out or he's not worked it all out. He's had people tell him who profess to have worked it all out, and then that's what he goes with. So, no self-empowerment. He just relies on other people to give him information which he believes in. So, but anyway, he won't listen to reason. He won't listen to me. And that is a problem as well. Family members who know each other quite well, and one knows the truth and the other one is still stuck in the old, false fantasy paradigm of the heliocentric bullshit. And it's very difficult for that heliocentric believer to be swayed by somebody he's known for all his life, or she is known for all their lives, because the familiarity really does breed contempt. And maybe you were a bit thick at school, and then you come and say, "Oh, I know that the Earth's not a spinning ball." You fucking idiot, as he would say. So there you go. That's what you're faced with. That's what you're up against. So the best way for people to come round to the truth is to find out themselves, to discover it themselves. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't. I know we've said this many times. Plant a seed, and that's not, literally planting a seed. See what grows. It's putting an idea into a ball earther's head that is impossible in nature, like gas pressure existing next to a vacuum without a barrier. That is impossible in our world, in our nature. It breaks the second law of thermodynamics, and if you need to know more, then look into it. So, but if you tell them that, then it may just stick, because we're told the subconscious records everything. So they might not register it exactly when you tell them, but hours, days, weeks, who knows? It might just come back to them and think, "Hang on a minute," and they may then follow that up, and that's all you can really hope for. lots of people will not even consider it until somebody with letters after their name has spoken about it to the affirmative. Some PhD or whatever says, "Ooh, I'm starting to question the heliocentric ball." Bollocks. They may not say it quite like that. And that then it could be the trigger, or not trigger. It could inspire other people who think these people are better than them, which is, again, it's nonsense. It's something that we've actually been conditioned to think, though, that if you've got qualifications or an expert in a field, well, I'm in a field right now, but I'm not claiming to be an expert on jack shit. But I'll tell you, we're not living on a spinning ball, and you don't need somebody with a doctorate or whatever to explain that to you. You can do it for yourself, and which you should be doing, because it all comes from in here, in here, in here. That's my heart, and down there where my gut is. You know instinctively that you're not living on a spinning ball if you'd only listen to yourself, to your own being screaming at you that you believe in a ridiculous concept, fantasy, if you're still living on a ball. Still believe that. It's time you caught up with the rest of the people who are on point. Anyway, I suppose I'll better give. Oh, now then. I know that daft cunt sings and that, but I won't be doing that like that. He can't fucking sing. Daft ginger bastard. Anyway, it's family, so what can you do? Thinks the earth's fucking flat. Fucking idiot. Anyway, since I've been on, live and that, on telly, I get recognised. People is shouting my name. I think it's Mungo anyway, they're shouting. Sounds like it. Very much like it. Anyway, I look round and they've gone, they're probably a bit shy amongst celebrities. I'm a bit the same myself, actually, or I was. I think if I met somebody now who's famous, I'd just mingle, fit right in. Fit right in. I have no shame, I know the earth's a ball. Loads of reasons. Loads. Like, space. They went to the moon and took photographs. I don't listen to, people who don't think it's a ball. What's the point? I remember what they told me when I was at school. It's a ball. Mind you, I went to a school that was away from my cousin. And, well, I got bullied a bit. I don't think he would have protected me like. He's a fucking fanny. He comes over all like, manly and that. But he is not. He likes cats. For fuck's sake. No real men like cats. Oh. I wanted to be a helicopter pilot when I was in my 30s, but I never did actually do that. But it was a dream of mine. Flying us, I like Vietnam War films a lot. I've got lots on DVD. And I like space films. Got a lot of them on DVD as well. In fact, I've got a big collection of like toy. Well, they're not really toys. They're like well, they call it merchandise, don't they? Merchandise, from like films like Star Wars and that. I haven't looked into it. What's the point? It's 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 a spinning ball. It's spinning because well, how does the wind blow if it's not spinning? It makes the wind blow. Oh, and the sun and the moon move, so we must be moving as well. Everything's moving in space because of the Big Bang. So everything is moving. Everything is spinning. That must makes the wind blow. There's wind that we know, and there's another type of wind that's called the solar wind, and that's why the flag was moving on the moon. Not a lot of people know that, but that's what made the flag wave around when they were on the moon. I tell you, stick with me and you'll learn stuff. 'Cause I know quite a lot. I remember what they told me at school. I was a good lad at school. I didn't mess about. Kept me books neat and tidy. Always had me tie done up, top button done up. Yeah. Not many people like me. I was a good lad. I'm still at remedials though. I don't know why really. Did a lot of gardening and that. But the Earth, it's a ball. It's a spinning ball.